We're going to learn in this video how to test the AC system. We're going to start with the temperature test. Then I'm going to show you in the attic what to look for, followed by a good system example, a bad system example, and then two going deeper portions. Now you only have to go through the first test, which is how to test the system's temperature, the difference between the supply and the return. But if you're feeling like you can absorb the information, feel free to go through all of the videos and learn more on how to go deeper into really discovering the nuances of the AC system to help you save money. But you only need the first test. And in order to get started, you're going to need a temperature testing gun. It's got an infrared light on it, and it reads the temperature of the vents, the supply and the return vent here on the back. You can get it from Harbor Freight. They're about $8. You can order it online as well and have it delivered to your door from harborfreight.com. So let's get started. The first test, you're going to take the temperature gun and measure the return air. This is where the filter is typically in a house. It can be on the floor near the ground, or it can be up in the ceiling. Just going to take the temperature reading here and then head on over to a supply vent and take a temperature reading there. In the temperature readings from the supply and the return in Fahrenheit, let me explain to you what we're doing with those readings. The return air vent is pulling the air from the house into the air handler and across the coil, and it's cooling the air and depositing it out the supply vent. The difference between those two should be between 18 and 22 degrees. So when you take those readings, just take the supply and subtract the return, and you will get the difference between the two readings. If it's less than 18 degrees, that means that it's probably low on Freon, or there could be another condition, but that's typically what it is. If there's been a leak somewhere in the system and it needs to be recharged. If it's cooling too much, over 22 degrees, it could mean that there's a blockage in the system and it could be dirty and it's causing the coil to freeze up. They're both issues that can cause major problems, and this temperature reading, as simple as it sounds, just taking a quick reading of the supply and a quick reading of the return, will really give us a good indication as to how the system is performing and whether or not it needs to be replaced or repaired. Now that you have taken your temperature tests and you have a reading of the return air and a couple of the supply air registers around the home, you can just jot those down on your quick inspection report checklist and take a picture of it when you're finished and upload it to the chat window, and I'll be happy to look at the differences in the temperature and help you uncover what's wrong with that system. You're welcome to go further and learn more about AC systems, but this is really all we need for the report checklist. So feel free to go on and learn a little more. Otherwise, finish your report and upload it for me. I'll be happy to look at it for you. So that's it for this section, this first test, and is really all you need to upload to the chat window for me is the readings of the supply and the return. But if you'd like to go into the attic, the next video is where I will take you up there and show you what to check in the attic if you can get up in there.